Hello! In this video we'll learn about switch statements in C. The switch statement is a multi-way decision that tests whether an expression matches one of a number of constant integer values and branches accordingly. Each case is labeled by one or more integer value constants or constant expressions. If a case matches the expression value, execution starts at that case. All case expressions must be different. The case labeled default is executed if none of the other cases are satisfied. A default is optional. If it isn't there and if none of the cases match, no actions at all takes place. Cases and a default clause can occur in any order. The break statement causes an immediate exit from the switch. In this example, we have two integer variables a and b that are initialized to 1, and then we have one switch statement. The switch statement evaluates the expression in braces, which should be an integer value. However, these cases should be constants or constant expressions. Therefore, if we try to compile this program, we'll get a report of two errors in 7th and 9th row, and the compiler says that case label does not reduce to an integer constant. Therefore, we should change these expressions to constant values or expressions, for example 1 and 2. And now, if I run this program now, I will get no errors if I try to run it. If I try to run it, I will notice that all these commands were executed. So why this is the case? Because the evaluation of a variable a is 1. So we expected this first case to be executed. However, we did not have here a break command, and if there is no break, then by default switch runs all the commands below the executed command, even including this default labeled command. So if you want to prevent this behavior and if you want only case 1 to be printed out, we can add the break statement now. If we compile this program and run it, we'll see that we get only the first case printed out. And an interesting example is the use of default. So for example, if we change the value of variable a, for example, to 3, so now we are not covered with these cases 1 and 2, then this default case will be executed, and by convention we also add a break here, even though it is not necessary because this is usually the last command in switch statement, but for consistency we also add break here. So if I save this and if we now compile the program and run it, then we'll see the default case was executed.